Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another edition of Steelhead Fishing Live Stream Edition. G-Man Fishing. Yeah. It's a good morning to be fishing. Of course, every day's a good day to be fishing. If you ask me, let's go. Starting out with the Panther Martin. Panther Martin. Don't know if we'll get anything on it or not, but hey. Some horses across the river. No wonder why I heard a bus slamming their brakes this morning. Horses across the river. It's chilly this morning. Whew. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. Hopefully we're gonna get hooked up here with a steelhead. You guys. Start in close, work ourselves further out there and see if we can't hook up. What up, what up? Thanks for joining us this morning. It's Friday. I don't know if we'll catch anything, but I hope so. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. Blue Wolf, what's up? Come on, Steely, come on. Yep, that's exactly right. Come on. Play with us today. And then a little bit further out there. Started in close, work further out there, further and further. Panther Martin's a good start, good lure to start with. Of course, anything you decide to throw is going to be a good lure to start out with. So, it's all about preference, and I prefer the kitchen sink at them, y'all. So, it's one of the more earlier live streams I've ever done, I think. I generally don't get out this early. What up, Redmond, Oregon? Yep, close, middle, and far. Yeah, you always got to start in close, work it further and further. That's for sure. That is for sure. That's the one thing about steelhead fishing is you want to cover as much water as possible without moving, too much if you don't have to move, So you start in close, work further and further, and then you move if you're not getting something. You might throw 2 or 3 different lures in there in one hole, or you might just throw one. Just depends on how you're feeling about the situation, Right now, I'm starting out with the Panther Martin, and I'm going to move to Stilly. And then after Stilly, I'll probably move spots. Because I'll probably throw out there with that Stilly, get hung on that log down there. And it's pretty normal to hit that log, and then I'll have to go down there and try and get it unsnagged from that log. Yeah, let's get it, you guys. Let's get it. Don't you just love how I never tell anybody that I'm gonna be live? If I was to tell people I was gonna be live, I'd probably get some more watchers. But yeah, me. I'm just all about not telling people. Josh of all trades. Yeah, sometimes the early fish catches the worm. Here we go. I want this Corrado DC to get smashed, man. Not literally smashed, but I want to catch a fish on it. So. Yeah, thank you. And to you too, Sky. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Even if it's gonna take all day, yeah. Of course, I don't have all day to fish. I do have to work at some point today, but you know, if I can fish, I will. I was supposed to go bluegill fishing today, but I got to go to work early today, so no bluegill fishing. Just steelhead fishing. Maybe a trout mixed in. It'd be nice to get a trout. I'd be happy and content with the trout, but I would prefer what I'm fishing for, which is a beautiful big old steelhead. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. You guys go check out Sky Blue's channel, Stay Fishy, and Josh Fall Trades channels. They all got content coming your way. Go check them out. Stay Fishy and I are going to be fishing next Tuesday morning here on the D-Shoots. We'll probably do some float fishing with a bobber and a jig. Maybe some lure casting if he's gang. Maybe some stillies or blue foxes or panther martins or something. Remember, when you guys are reeling in, don't burn it in. Make sure that when you're reeling in on your cast, you're reeling in kind of slow along the bank. You don't need to, because if you're reeling in fast and you're burning it in, you're missing fish when you're reeling it in. So make sure that you guys, when you guys are reeling in on your cast, reel it in kind of slow so you'll get them bites when you're reeling in. It don't happen all the time, but it does happen. So guys, don't just burn it in, because you're gonna miss fish if you do that. Nobody wants to be missing fish. We want fish to be get caught. Tuesday, yeah. Let's go, Stay Fishy. Louisiana, wow. Good morning. Haystack Reservoir, yeah. The weather's starting to cool down, so haystack fishing should start to pick back up again. Seems like though, with haystack, every time that water starts to cool down, man, that bite gets real good on them. For sure. I probably won't be fishing tomorrow. I'll be hunting tomorrow, so I probably won't be fishing tomorrow. Now, if for whatever reason I decide to take a break and do some fishing at the lake, I might live stream or something. I might. All right, let's switch up setups, and because we've thrown a few casts with the Panther Martin and nothing so far. So yeah, we started out with the Corrado DC, the 151 on the lightning rod made by Berkeley. Now we're gonna go with the Corrado that isn't a DC on the 86 Okuma SS10 T medium action 86. And with the Steel A, you guys. So that's what we're going with. Yeah, yep, a fish collab. Of course, me and Fishy, we do a lot of those together. So we'll fish like haystack together, or during the winter time, we do a lot of haystack fishing together for them trout. Oh yeah, stay fishy. Well, have a good day at work, man. Me and Alex, man, we fish a lot together too. I don't know. I don't know all that stuff with the 1200 CFS or lower. I don't know what that means. Real technical when it comes to that stuff. And then with any lure, you start in close and you work yourself further and further out. Um, just because they didn't hit the first thing that you threw out there, don't mean that you can't throw something else in there and get bit. So it's important to start in close and work it further and further out. Oh, the speed of the water travels. Oh, I got you. I got you. So, Alex should be out here eventually today. He likes to sleep in a little bit later than I do. Fishing day, you got to get out as early as possible. Any other day you can sleep in except for hunting days, I reckon. Fishing days and hunting days are the only 2 days out of the week you need to get up really early. Of course, some people would disagree with me, but hey, that's just how I feel about the situation. See, if you were to ask uh, Grandpa G Man, my dad, he would say fish in the evenings and you don't fish any other time of the day. Only fish in the evenings. So, me, I prefer to fish the whole day, all day. I never known my dad to fish the whole day. I don't think anyways. He's always been kind of an evening fisherman. Hey, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas. Nice of you to join us again. Out here trying to get a skilly again. Last time we hooked. This time we're going to rip some lips and get one landed today. I don't know if it'll happen during the live stream, but we're going to make it happen at some point today. That's one thing about a live stream is it's live. What happens is what you see. I think that's why people like live streams so much. Yeah. One thing I've learned about steelhead fishing is they do have a good bite window there between 10 and 2. Seems like, just from my experience, fishing the river for 30 years, the bite seems to be really good between 10 and 2. I catch more fish between 10 and 2 than I do, seems like any other time of the day, steelhead fishing. So I'm not going to just say 10 o'clock, but I'm just going to say from experience, if that bite window between 10 and 2 is really a marvelous bite window. I've caught more steelhead between that time than any other time of the day. Don't get me wrong, I've caught them first thing in the morning. I've caught them last light in the evenings. But seems like that spot between 10 and 2 just seems to be a beautiful bite window. And so I always recommend that if you're going steelhead fishing and you don't have a lot of time, go between 10 and 2. If you got a window time that you can get there, make sure it's between 10 and 2, because that's gonna maximize your potential ability to catch a fish. Yeah, it does. It truly does ring true. I mean, I've been fishing this river for almost 30 years, and like I said, that bite window, is legit between 10 and 2. I don't know why that is. Some people say it's because that's the hottest part of the day during the wintertime when we're fishing for steelhead. And that may be the case. I really don't know why that is, but seems to be true, though. But yeah, some theories is that it's because it's the warmest part of the day. So yeah, I do use the blue fox once in a while. Definitely use the blue fox. Definitely a good choice lure for sure. Those guides, yeah, I agree with you on the rivers. A lot of times you'll see them guides starting to fish about 10 o'clock in the morning, it seemed like. Now, I don't know if it's because they know the same thing I know or the same thing every other steelhead fisherman, in my opinion, should know, which is, that 10 to 2 bite, But I'm sure that guys got their ideas of when the fish are biting. And they're not just going to tell an average guy like you or I, that's why they're fishing between that time. They're just going to say, oh, pay for a guided trip, pay for a guided trip, pay for a guided trip. That's all they're going to tell you. I know I stop off at the local fly shop up here where they do guided trips, and I'm like, I want this, and this, because I know it's going to work for fly fishing. And they're like, oh, better pay for a trip, better pay for a trip. $600. Okay. Check this out. $600 for a guided trip, and you don't even get to go from sun up to sundown. I don't make $600 in a day. I can't afford to go on no guided trip. Of course, that's for 2 people, so that actually averages about $300 a person, and it's not even a full day of fishing. So I mean, it's just like, Paul, Minnesota, checking in. Good morning. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, early morning fishing, there's nothing like it, especially when you're steelhead fishing. That early morning bite. Of course, that early morning bite might not be there. It might be that 10 to 2 bite like we're talking about this morning. But, I don't blame guys for trying to make a living, But for us guys who don't have a lot of money, trying to catch a fish, $600 ain't really that feasible. Yeah, I need to get back to the Rogue River. I've been there once or twice. I definitely need to get back. But the Deschutes is my first Oregon love, when it comes to steelhead fishing. Truly is. I'd like to get a steelhead though, that's for sure. You just never know when that's going to happen though. This morning I just thought we'd start down here, do some fishing, then move up river if we need to. I know it's crazy price. Man, I wish I could start fishing at 5 a.m. Not even daylight then. Boy, that'd be a nice... If you could start fishing at 5 a.m., man, that's freaking... Would be sweet. Yeah, you could definitely buy a few Okumas with that price, that's for sure. a few akumas, a couple. Maybe if you decided to buy a couple fishing reels instead of akumas, you could buy a couple fishing reels as well, or a few akumas and a few reels for that price. $800 per day. Wow. Woo-wee. Man, what do they think they're selling? Gold? I mean, come on now. Wow. Yep, they're definitely trying to sell us gold, I think, them guided trips, man. I guess I'm in the wrong business. Maybe I should be selling guided fishing trips for steelhead. That's okay though. I give my information away for free. That way people will learn how to catch fish instead of be taken advantage of by guides. I know they got to make a living, and I know they got bills to pay, but so do I. And if I'm paying $600 for a guided trip, my bill ain't gonna get paid. Or $800 as one person says. Oh yeah, yeah. Them Shimanos can be expensive. Depends on what you go with. They got some affordable ones though. Hi there from Michael Robinson, Canada. Nice. You know, I'm enjoying every day, every day. How you guys doing today? Yeah, I think really they're catering to people who's willing to who fish maybe once or twice a year, and they're I can't say what they're making a day, but yeah, I think they're catering to people who've got a little more money, which is like I said, everybody's got to make a living, but to me that's kind of outrageous. I mean, I know they got to pay for the boats and their fishing rods and their waders and everything else, for sure. About to move spots. I've thrown 2 different lures through this area and not even a bump. Yeah, I gotta get me a spay rod or a switch rod because I like fly fishing. So I don't want no 8 weight though. I want a 6 weight. To me, I think that'd be perfect for. I just hit the bushy behind me, almost blew up, but full of line again. Go to move, got to move. Two big boys step down river, as Jordan would say. Yep, got to move down. Yep, for sure. Well, I wanted one more cast though before I moved, and then I hit that bush behind me. So one more official. Yeah, you are your own fishing guide. You don't need somebody telling you how to catch fish when you already know something. That's for sure. Alex and Bella, I think, is coming down eventually today. I think. Got a weed on there. It stopped bouncing. You can always tell when it's not rolling right because the rod tip will tell you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. Yep, it's bouncing on up. Must have come off because it was bouncing on top. All right, let's move down. Let's move down. This next spot, you guys are going to do a lot of watching, not a lot of listening, I don't think. Just because where I'm going to be fishing from, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to necessarily hear me. I think you guys are just going to be watching me. Because I'm going on that tree right there and I'm walking out. Walking out. I'm going to try and set you guys up in a spot to where you guys can see me. So, put one rod right there and keep the other one in my hand. Okay. Let's get this camera and tripod set up, or hopefully you guys can see me well enough. Of course, you guys might land up just watching the bushes, for that matter. Yep. I think we're gonna have to go a little bit higher on the tripod. Try and get you guys in the position where you guys can see me. Maybe not so much hear me. I'll check back in a couple minutes. You guys let me know if you guys can see me just fine. Because I ain't going to be able to look at the camera to tell. Basically what I'm going to do is walk out there on that there log and fish to my heart's content in this spot with this lure, and then I'll switch rods, go with the other lure, and then so on and so on. The famous, there you go. Hi, can you guys see me? Hopefully. Oh, it's chilly this morning, you guys. Why you guys make me get out of bed so early? It's chilly. I could have still been in bed instead of freezing my backside off. There's Alex and Bella. Ooh, boy, Bella. There's the horses. Taking off. Should have wore a bigger coat. What up, brother? How you doing? Are you freezing yet?
Yeah.
Alex and Bella just showed up. It's cold out here, they said. They said, what are you doing? Get me out of bed so early. Well, if you're going to fish with me, you're going to get out of bed early or else you ain't fishing with me. You want to come see how my camera's facing? Make sure that they can see me. Come check my camera and make sure they can see me. I'm sure they can see me, but they probably got a view they don't want to watch. Yeah, see if they can see me just fine on the camera there. Because I'm live right now. Yeah, I'm live right now.
Yeah, that's good. Can see it. That's a good. What are you using? A float?
No, I'm using a spoon.
Oh, a spoon.
Yeah.
Oh.
How'd you do the other day? Not even a bump?
Not even a bump.
Wow.
Sheesh.
You gonna go up and put your side planer out?
No, I'm gonna do the floater thingy.
Oh, you're gonna do the floater thing?
I'm gonna try that.
Right on.
Maybe just above you, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And float
Wherever
it,
you want, man.
float it to here, and then.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Yep. Anyways, guys, as usual, we started close. You work yourself further and further out there until you fished it properly in your opinion, and then you move to another lure, different style, something, you know, and then you fish some more, you know. I would like to get a fish though for you guys. Sure. Definitely would like to get a fish for you guys. That's why I always say steelhead is a fish of 1,000 casts or 10,000 casts, whichever one they're feeling like making you be, you know. Sometimes a fish of 1,000 casts, sometimes 10,000 casts. Hands are cold this morning. It's that cold out here. But it's always well worth it if once you catch one, you know. Rocks and rocks and rocks. Your lure's down there and it's wiggling and it's jiggling and rock, 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 rock. Weeds, rock, 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 rock. Weeds, rock, 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 rock. Fish, boom. And then you're happy. And you throw about 500 birds nests because you're not smart enough to learn how to use your reel. Oh, fish on, fish on, fish on. Yep, fish on, guys, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on, Alex, fish on. All right, fish on. Yes, we're hooked up, you guys. Hooked up. Oh yeah, hooked up, baby. Hooked up. Ah. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Fish on!
Oh, what is it?
Fish on! Yes! Let's go! Big old redband trout. Big old redband. We're gonna wait until Alex gets here, and hopefully he can get us a picture of this fish on camera. Help us get a picture of this fish on camera. You want to grab the camera and help me out here? Yes, let's go! Let's go! Beautiful redband trout, guys.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Where are you?
Beautiful redband. Check out that fish, you guys. Check it out. It's we'll have to let it go, so we don't want to. We don't want to handle it too much. We just want to.
Redband?
Yeah, redband rainbow trout. Just you know, hook here. There you guys go.
Oh wow! Oh,
Beautiful fish.
yeah,
Guys.
nice fish.
Let's go.
All right, first fish of the day. Let's go catch more. We got a steelhead.
Go. Let's go. Take a little break, talk to you guys for a minute, answer any questions you guys might have. You got it. Let's go. There's Alex and there's Bella. What's up, you guys? You guys. Woo. It is nice and cool this morning, that's for sure. Wasn't the steelhead we were looking for, but a fish that we were looking for sure. You know, that's fishing for you. You know, you catch a nice rainbow trout like that, redband rainbow trout like that, and you know, it makes it worthwhile. You know, maybe not the big old steelhead you're looking for, but you know. The only way I could have handled that fish better is if I had a net. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the net. I could have probably protected it a little bit better that way. Unfortunately, sometimes that's the way it goes. Yeah. Oh man, what a beautiful fish that was. Hopefully you guys got a good look at it. Yes, they are very beautiful fish for sure. Um, you catch a nice 14-inch trout like that, 15-inch trout. Unlike Alex, he's over there and he's caught like two of them 18 inches this year, fishing for steelhead. Oh, what am I using? This morning, I've been using a Panther Martin, but they took the stilly fishing for steelhead. So that's a beautiful, beautiful fish, you guys. But just plain silver and orange uh, blue fox. I mean, must have drifted it right in front of where it wanted, right in front of where what he wanted, and just where um, early morning in Germany. It's wow, 4:30 p.m. Wow, nice of you to join us this morning on this beautiful morning of steelhead fishing. Even though we're catching trout, hey. Uh, now, if that would have been a in between the slot limit on the trout, we could have kept that fish. But I don't generally take the trout. I generally just stick with the white fish and the steelhead when I'm taking fish out. Well, basically what I was doing was just throwing it out there, drifting, keeping that rod tip low, and then when that fish bit, I just wiped the rod tip up and set that hook. So the spot is the Deschutes River here in Central Oregon. Um, but anywho, you guys, I'm going to get back out there. I'm going to do a few more casts, try to get another fish, and then if nothing else, then we can move on down. Appreciate you guys joining us. Sorry if you guys missed that fish, but yes, let's go. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Pointing the camera back at the water, me, because I'm going back out there for another one. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is a lovely river for sure. The Deschutes River here in Central Oregon, people come from all over the world to fish this river. It's world-renowned beauty and fish. So, y'all, let's go! Let's go, you guys. Let's go. I'm sorry if you guys missed that fish. Let's go. Beautiful fish. Beautiful rainbow trout. sometimes I'll throw out there, right, and I'll let out some line so I can drift a little bit different. A lot of times when I'm fishing in close, I'm not going to let out line, but the further and further I get out there, you guys, I'll let out some line so I can drift differently and hit a different hole from the same spot I'm at. So the further out there I throw out there, the more likely I'm going to let out line. One, it gets me deeper in the water column. Two, it helps me fish another hole from the same spot I'm at. So if that makes any sense. So I'll start it close, I'll work myself further and further out there. But the further out there I get, the more line I got to let out to stay out closer to the bottom. And then it also gives it a different swing to the holes that I'm fishing also. Just remember, drilling in, don't burn it in. Take your time with it. Drill it along the bank. Gives you more opportunity to catch more fish. I can't stress that enough when you're steelhead fishing. Don't burn in. Take your time with it. And when you reel it in, you're gonna pick up steelhead once in a while. See, when I'm over here, I can't really answer your questions because I'm away from the camera and I can't see the screen and see what you guys are saying or asking. So just remember, starting close, working further and further out. Once you get out there so far, let out a little line once in a while. You fish the hole differently. Get a different swing, different angle, and maybe you'll pick up a fish. And then definitely when you're rolling in, don't burn it in, take your time with it. Sometimes those steelhead will hit it on the way in. So now what I'll do is I'll switch rods, throw a different lure through there, and maybe pick up a steelhead doing that. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try that. Look at some questions real quick. See what's going on. See here. Warren and Glenn. So now we're gonna go ahead and switch rods back to the other rod we were using, and we're gonna throw the Panther Martin through there. Maybe we'll pick up something with the Panther Martin. If not, then we'll move spots. Try another spot, and just keep going until we try different, until we find one or we're done fishing one or two. And then with this lure, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start in close, and then I'm gonna work it further and further out, just like I did with the blue fox. I mean the steelhead. Chilly, chilly, chilly. That's a fall morning for you. Little chilly. A little bit of rock cod on the bottom there. The Central Oregon rock cod. You can fry them, bake them, skin them, smoke them. They'll still break your teeth no matter what. Give us a big old thumbs up for a Central Oregon rock cod that'll break your teeth. We've only got like maybe one more spot down this way, and then we can start working our way back up that way. We've already been live streaming for almost an hour. Wow. Woo, we got an early start this morning, didn't we? I try to get an early start every morning no matter what. Morning though, I didn't get out of bed until after 10, which is unusual. Usually I'm out of bed about 5:30, even though I work late sometimes. Early bird catches the worm, or the early worm catches the fish. And in this case, we can't use worms, so the early lure catches the fish, I guess. Rock cod. Another rock cod. See, like this lure that I'm throwing now is a lot lighter than that other lure, so I can't fish it as far out as well. Are you guys enjoying your morning so far? I hope so. I know I'm enjoying it. I'm thinking 2 more casts and then we'll move. Last cast, and then we're going to move on down to the next specific expression. Try to get full. Off to work we go. Steelhead fishing work, that is. Right, all right. Are we ready to move? Let's see here. Yeah, I do use beads from time to time. Yeah, bead fishing is fun. I will do some bead fishing eventually. Yeah, you can only use hard beads. You can't use soft beads. Can't use any soft plastics on the river or bait. So yeah, it would be cool if we could use soft plastic, because I feel like we could change the game of our Deschutes River fishing if we could use beads or soft baits. I honestly feel like maybe we could. I'm not necessarily going to say catch more fish, but I feel like we could catch some fish using soft beads or soft plastics. Because like some of the rivers that those addicted fellas fish, you can use soft plastics like plastic worms and stuff like that. And from what I understand, they do pretty good on them. But it's not like something I'm accustomed to because we can't do it here on the Deschutes. There's one of the spots I would normally fish, but then I wouldn't be close enough to the camera for you guys to see or hear me. And it's just because of the weeds stuff. So we're gonna go down to the next spot that I normally fish. We'll fish it instead. Get our tripod and everything set up. This will be our next spot, guys. This will be our next spot. We get our tripod all ready, and so we can live stream properly. Get you guys all set up to this specific extractification. There you guys go. I think you guys will be alright right there. I don't think you guys will fall or anything. Alright. We're gonna start out with the Panther Martin. Start out with the Panther Martin in this hole. You guys. See, and then if I go like this, I can actually talk to you guys and fish, and hopefully I don't click my camera or my phone and send it flying out there in the river. It's just like every other spot. We're gonna start in close. Work ourselves further and further out there, and hope like heck there's a steelhead with our name on it. If not, oh well, we can always try again later. You know. So once in a while you'll see me lift up on the rod, and that's just because I'm hitting bottom and getting hung up a little bit. So you just lift up on the rod. Hopefully it comes unhung. And that way you continue to drift through there. And hopefully you're going to drift in front of a nice fish. So you know how I've been elk hunting, you guys, right? Well, yesterday I was going home from work and I almost hit an elk in my car. Oh, yeah, I got my elk this year. Where'd you get it? Oh, how'd you get it? Oh, I hit it with my car. That would not be fun. Hitting a big old elk with my car. That would not be fun. But I hear it's effective for killing an elk if you hit them with it. I mean, wow, 39-inch stilly. That's a great stilly right there. The biggest one I've caught is only 32 inches. I've never caught one bigger than that. I've hooked some bigger than that, but didn't land them. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could use soft plastics, but we can't. You know. I see a lot of people still using them, even though we're not allowed to use them on the Deschutes River. I have seen people using them though. I hate to see the fine they get if they ever get caught though. But yeah, I do some hard beach fishing for stillies. I don't do a lot of it because I haven't had a lot of luck doing it. But yeah, I do it, and I do catch fish doing that. The reason why I haven't had a lot of luck doing it is because I don't do it a lot. But, you know, maybe someday when I get to quit my day job and just primarily focus on fishing, I'll do more more bead fishing. But a lot of it right now is just I do what I'm comfortable throwing a lot more. But definitely caught some fish on a bead. over time. Even throwing a corky, which, you know, basically is round like a bead. So always an effective way to catch fish, for sure. Some people, all they throw is jigs. Some people, all they throw is beads. Some people, all they throw is spade rod. Me, I try to throw the kitchen sink at them because there's so many different ways to catch them. You know, I feel like if you're being one-dimensional, sometimes I feel like you're missing fish. And I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, Blue, because I don't know for sure how all you're fishing. But yeah, I just try not to be one-dimensional by just throwing one thing at them. So that's why you see me with, a lot of times I'll have like 5 rods with me, all rigged with something different. Just I feel like, I can fish more effectively if the more rods I got with different things. So yeah, spinners are great. I love spinners. Throwing blue foxes and panther bartons. I definitely like throwing spoons. I do a lot of spoon fishing, like Cast Masters, Stillies, Thompson spoons, Cleos, all great spoons for steelhead fishing. And the thing about it is, throwing those, you're going to catch trout, you're going to catch salmon, you're going to catch steelhead. So yeah, spoons and spinners are definitely a pleasant way to catch fish for sure. See, normally this spot, there's a log. Used to be a log here. I used to walk out on that log and fish this area from the log, but there's not a log here this year. It seems to have disappeared. So no fishing off the log this year, I guess. I will fish off that other log right there, though. Just on live streaming right now, so I'm standing here so I can talk to you guys. I'm gonna switch rods and stuff, and switch rods. Yeah, that's in my opinion, that's the best way to be when you're fishing. I mean, there's literally nothing wrong with just being a one style fisherman. There's nothing wrong with it as long as it works for you. But for me, I want to maximize my opportunities. So by having several different setups, several different riggings, I can maximize my fishability and feel like I can catch more fish doing that. So, like right now, I'm fishing a shallower area of the river, downstream from the deeper stuff. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to still start in close, but I'm going to cast and I'm going to reel when I'm throwing in closer. The further out I throw, the more I'm going to drift my stuff through there. But like the first few casts, I'm just going to throw out there and I'm just going to slow reel with current. Because a lot of times when you're doing these shorter casts and the shallow stuff, and you're using a quarter or a half an ounce lure, it don't drift so well. So by casting and just kind of slowly reeling in, it keeps your lure moving. Out there, I'm going to reel. And then even when I throw out there as far as I can, the first couple ones I'm going to cast and I'm going to reel, because I'm covering more water that way. Gives me more opportunities to catch fish. And I want every opportunity for myself to catch fish. And then when you guys decide to go out steelhead fishing or whatever, and you've seen my videos or whatever, you see my live stream, you guys will go out and try these different things, and you guys will go out and catch fish, hopefully. Any tip I can give you guys to catch more fish, I want to do that because I want you guys to catch fish when you guys go out. If you watch my videos. Like, even here, I'll cast way upstream, and then I'll just reel with current. Because you can catch steelhead doing that way, casting way upstream, especially in the shallow stuff. Throw upstream as far as you can, close to the bank, and then just reel with the current. Keep your lure moving. That'll give you more opportunities to catch fish. So you will see me casting upstream. Yeah, yeah, it is a serious workout for sure. I've thrown twitching jigs from time to time here just to try them out. And that's just fishing for steelhead, you know. I'm just like, the steelhead will eat a twitching jig. So I'll take a twitching jig and I'll throw it out there. A couple years ago, I caught a salmon out here twitching for steelhead. That was a battle and a half for sure. A lot of fun though, catching a big old salmon doing that though. When you're not fishing for them. And yes, they are heavy. An ounce jig, twitching for hours on end. Yeah, that is a workout for sure. I've caught a lot of steelhead in this stretch over the years. Most of my videos for steelhead fishing is shot right here in the stretch. A river. I'll like this morning I started here at the lower end of the stretch, and so I'm still working on the lower end of the stretch yet. Eventually I will go upstream though. Well, the average size in this on the D-chutes seems to be between 20 and 27 inches long. That's going to be your average. So, like, not a monster, but not small either, though. So, a 20-inch steelhead's going to be between 2 and 3 pounds. 7-inch between 5 and 8 pounds. So yeah, a nice fish, and then you always get them B-run steelhead too, which is over 30 some inches long. But you catch plenty of 30 inches as well. And the hens are going to be brighter than the bucks. The bucks always seem to be darker than the hens for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it is. And you can always tell them, if you've been fishing long enough, you always can tell the difference between a male and a female by their snout. By their snout. Oh yeah? 20-inch steelhead, 20-inch fish still isn't small. That's not a big one by any means, but in my opinion, that's still a nice fish, 20 inches long. My little bug, who's now pregnant and gonna have a baby, her first steelhead was from this spot at 2 years old. At 2 years old, she caught a steelhead right here from this spot we're fishing right now. At 2 years old. Rock cod. Rock cod. Those Central Oregon rock cods. Got a bunch of weeds that time. Yep, hit one of them rocks with weeds on them and got some salad for my efforts. You guys like salad, don't you? You guys want some salad? You guys like salad, right? There you go, have some salad. I don't like this kind of salad though. Back to it. A lot of fish in the river. Yeah, some rivers in Oregon are like that too. Yeah, that's true with some rivers here in Oregon. But there's a lot of fishermen that say that if it's not over 20, it's not a steelhead. So, like I've heard people say here it's 20 inches. I've heard people say it's 16 inches. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been a minute since I've looked at the regs, but I have seen some regs that say 16 inches is steelhead. So, any serious steelhead fisherman on the Deschutes River will tell you anything over 20 inches though. That one should be a good drifter right there. I hit that seam that I wanted to hit there on that one. No, we only got one watch. It says no. So dramatic. Yep, got to be dramatic like. For sure. Somebody's up there. I hear a car doors closing. Come on, fishes. Cooperate with us. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Nothing like a perfect cast, y'all. Even if it don't yield a fish, that's for sure. Somebody's dog's yapping. Probably Alex's dog talking. I'm guessing. I tell you what, they're destroying the whitefish fishery around here for sure. They are definitely destroying that. They're coming out here and they're keep catching as many whitefish as possible and keeping every one of them. The populations have gone down dramatically over the last 10 years. You used to be able to come out here and catch 100 of them whitefish in a day if you were intentionally fishing for them. Nowadays, I mean, it's getting so bad you can't even catch 10 of them a day. It's getting literally that bad. They're over harvesting those fish. Over harvesting them. And they don't seem to care. Oregon Fish and Wildlife don't seem to care. Don't seem to care. You take one thing out of the ecosystem, it changes it. You know, something that the ecosystem naturally has that changes your ecosystem. But they're coming out here and they're just slaughtering them. Well, they used to. They're not as much anymore because there's just not as many of them in the river. But we're gonna do some white fishing eventually. We're gonna do some white fishing. We're gonna wait until it gets a little colder to try to catch some whitefish. I've seen a really amazing fishery for whitefish go to pretty much garbage. Pretty much go to garbage. Oh, there went a nice fish out there. Whoop. Sorry if you guys missed the fish I caught earlier. We're thinking we're probably going to think about moving upriver a little bit. Now we fished this stretch. There's nothing left to do but to fish another stretch of river. And we're not going to get off the live stream because we're doing well for ourselves. We're going to stay on the live stream and go hit another stretch of river and hopefully catch a steelhead out of it. Or another really nice trout, one of the two. I could use another really nice trout. Got a weed on there because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. All right, you guys. We fished this hole pretty good. We fished all these holes pretty good this morning. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and pack up shop here and go ahead and move upstream. See if we can't get a fish up that way more. You got it? What's the worst that can happen? We not catch a fish? At least we're not doing something we hate, you know? At least we're not doing something we hate. Now this little box here, is just my little grab box for steelhead fishing. It's got everything I need in it except for floats. It's got swivels, beads, jigs, lures, and this is really all I need for steelhead fishing. I got several different jigs here. A nice little jig for steelhead fishing there. There's that twitching jig you were talking about, blue fox. There's that twitching jig you were talking about. And then I've got an assortment of different jigs here. Got black, got pink and black and red, got pink and black, got olive green. Here, let me see. pink and black there. Um, got this blue one with the orange bead on the back side of it. One of my favorites is the woolly booger olive green. It's what I call it, is olive green anyways. Pink and white. Pink and black. Just pink. Uh, Pink and white. Orange and black. Orange and black. That one's been beat to heck. Um, Black and red. One of my favorites. Black and or white and peach. Kind of a peach color. Oh. Orange and pink. And then white and orange. White and orange. Just having a good selection of different things on you. And you don't have to have a big old tackle box full of everything to go out and do this. You know, it's just a small box. It's got plenty of assortment of lures. We got blue foxes. We got cast masters. We got Panther Martins. If I can get it off there. Show you a little bit better. Panther Martins. We got Thompson spoons. And we got steelheads, you know. So, I mean, we've got a good arrangement of lures in this little box. I mean, it's not a very big box at all. Lightweight, carried in the hand. I kind of feel jaded when I've only got 2 rods with me at the river when I should have 5 in my hands. Why I need 5? Because I don't like retying just to try something different. I like to have an arrangement of rods set up for different things so that I'm fishing and not retying and stuff. The only time I want to have to retie is if I break off. And hopefully I never have to break off. But, you know, when you're fishing, it's going to happen. So, we'll put you guys on the view instead of me. But, you know, that's totally fishing for you guys, you know. A lot of fish, a lot of time. Whew. A little chilly. This is where we started off this morning, is right here. And we just kind of worked this stretch of river right here. We'll go up to the car, get a drink of some coffee, grab another rod. So we've got 3 rods. And then we'll go upriver. We'll walk upriver and fish up there. And then at some point in time, we might move the car up there. Or not, I don't know. Mostly, what's up? You missed the fish I caught this morning. Sorry. Still on the chilly side. Coffee. Nothing like it. Yum, yum, yum. All right, now we're pulling out the float rod as well, so we'll have 3 rods with us. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure that out once we get to where we're going. All right, you guys, we're ready. Barely awake. It's like 8:30. You should have been awake 2 hours ago. Should have been awake 2 hours ago, mostly. Let's go ahead and move on down to the next spot, you guys. All right. Moving on down. Moving on down. Go down in here and hit this spot up and then keep moving, you know. Oh. Woo, chilly. Chilly this morning in Central Oregon. Well, the spot I was going to fish, it don't look like we're going to be able to fish because Alex has got a side planer out. So we'll just go ahead and move on up to where Alex is and chill with him up here. I was going to go down and fish this spot right here. I don't know, we might. See, his side planer's right there. So, it's like we want to make sure we stay out of his side planer. Yeah, we should be able to fish this. He's far enough up there to where it should be all right. Should be all right. Should be all right. It always gets a little overgrown right here early in the season. Then somebody comes along and cuts down all the weeds and stuff. So just a little bit overgrown compared to normal. All right, we're in the juice. All right, set these rods down here. Get ourselves all situated here. Get you guys all situated too. We'll just set that right there for now. Whew. Yeah, splitting it up can help out. Make it not so hard for carrying. Okay, let's get this set up here. We'll try that. We'll go ahead and face this way so you guys can see me. While I'm fishing. Just knocked you guys down. Try maybe that. Let's see here. See, we'll start off with the Panther Martin, I think, first thing. Panther Martin, and then we'll switch to something else, okay, you guys? Okay, let me get up here and see what the camera angle looks like. Let's see here. Try that. Maybe a little more. There we go. Try that. Now we'll start in close. Starting close, work our way further out. Ooh, it's a chilly one this morning, you guys. Chilly one. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, you guys. Ooh, little on the chilly side. You guys enjoying your morning this morning, I hope. Hopefully it's a good morning for you guys as it is for me. Any day I'm fishing, I'm good to go. Good to go. Solid, solid, solid. The lovely, lovely solid. Yeah, if it's cold out, it's steelhead season. It's definitely steelhead season if it's a little chilly out. Yeah, it is. It is a nice scenery for sure. That's one thing about Central Oregon is you always got plenty of nice places to look at. For sure. Plenty of nice places to look at, for sure, for sure. You missed the nice trout we caught earlier today, mostly. Beautiful, beautiful trout we caught. Thank you guys for joining us as always. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right, we're gonna switch to a float rig. We haven't thrown a float rig yet today, so we're gonna switch to that. Throw a float. Gonna throw a float rig for a little while. All right. First cast with the float rig. Not the ideal cast, but hey, we're gonna throw it out there. We're gonna drift it way downriver. Way downriver. Oh yeah, get it off for the winter already. Yeah. It is getting closer and closer to that time where they're gonna start closing things down. Oh yeah. Well, I know they're talking about doing that to Lake Billy already because they're wanting to do some work on something. They put an article into paper the other day. I had to pretty much let out my whole spool because my spool got loose in my my line got loose in my spool, so I had to pretty much let out my whole spool just to tighten it back up. It's kind of the way it goes with this reel for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason it does that, and I just like that because basically what happens is you can get hung up way down there and not be able to get your stuff back. But it does happen. Somebody tried calling me anyways. Who? I have no clue. Alright, let's fish properly now. Now that we got all that mess out of here. Now we can fish properly, you guys. Sorry that took so long. I almost hit an elk on my way home yesterday. Basically, we're going to cast upstream, close to the bank, let it drift down past us. We're going to reel in the slack as it comes by us in case the float goes under, we can set the hook. And then our goal is to keep our line behind our float as it goes by us. That way if it goes under, we got that power to set the hook right away. Thank you for sharing that, mostly. A little bit deeper. Go a little bit deeper. I started a live stream pretty early this morning. I don't know what time I started, but it was pretty early. Got down here, and as soon as it's light enough to start live streaming, I started live streaming. Wanted to get as much fishing done as possible. Rat, T.O., what's going on this morning? Trying to get that early morning steelhead bite on. I was supposed to go bluegill fishing today, but just so happens that my plans got changed today. So instead of going bluegill fishing, I'm steelhead fishing, which is fine. I don't mind steelhead fishing at all. Steelhead fishing is fun, for sure. That one I'm probably going to get hung up and lose my riggings on that drift. It's like almost in that spot where that snag is. Oh, 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 oh. See? Yeah. There's either a fish or a bottom. One of the two. I don't know if it was either one. Still got to try one of them crappies, huh? Come on, steelhead. And bluegill, yeah. You'll get there someday. Mostly. You'll get there someday. Some tasty critters and bluegills and crappies are, for sure. Yeah, yes. The other day when I was out here, I messed up on a bite and didn't set the hook properly. Like I say, still had a fish of 1,000 cast or 10,000 cast, one of the two. Definitely will try your patience, still had fishing well. For sure. Where are you fishing this morning? Deschutes River. Fishing Deschutes River. The beautiful and wild and mysterious Deschutes River. For sure. Fishing for some steelhead. Having some fun. Even though we're not catching much, we did catch one fish this morning though. One fish this morning, that's it. Headed to Ochiko's tomorrow, huh? Nice. For some crappie? Sweet. That should be fun. As long as it's not getting too cold for them. Crappie fishing is always fun. Ochiko Reservoir. Heck yeah. I was going to go bluegill fishing today, but my plans had changed, so I didn't get to go bluegill fishing today. So I got to go bluegill fishing again before it gets too cold. Before it gets too cold. Boy, some of them bluegills me and Alex were catching this year, pretty good size. I probably should go crappie fishing one more time too, but I don't have the time to right now. Between work and hunting and steelhead fishing, I just don't have the time. Crappie fishing is kind of far away for me to go right now, so that's why I'm not crappie fishing. If I didn't have hunting season, I probably could do some more crappie fishing, but I'd rather be hunting. Yeah, Ned rig or worms would work. Preferably, I prefer a Ned rig or a jig for crappie fishing over a worm. But I prefer the micro Ned over the full size Ned. 100% the micro Ned's a lot better than the full size Ned. Um, yeah. Yep, them white little golden crispies you can make out of them crappies, man, delicious for sure. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. chili. Couple more casts, and then we're gonna move up there by Alex, so we can talk to Alex for a little bit. Depth check. Pretty good depth. About 5 foot deep. That wind is blowing downstream, so it's making it a little harder to mend the line this morning. With that wind blowing the way it's blowing. Because ideally you want to mend the line and move your float as little as possible. But like I said, sometimes that wind makes a difference. For sure. I don't know if you're able to mend or not. One of these days I'm going to pay me a camera guy to come out and fish with me for a week. And they can just do all the zooming in and everything on my float and everything. And they can record everything. And then you'll be able to see everything that's happening with my floats or my lures or whatever. That'll be cool when I can do that someday. Hire somebody just to come and do footage for me. That would be cool. I think I could probably talk Alex into doing that, maybe. Alright, we're gonna move, you guys. I just want to go visit with Alex for a little bit and stuff like that, so I don't have a lot of time left to fish today. Anyways. Okay, this is getting a little irritating at this point. That rod shouldn't be falling out of my hand like that. Of course, the people who normally are cutting down all the weeds and stuff must not have been in this spot yet. This year. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. think. Couldn't swear to it, but I think maybe a little bit better. Whew. A little bit of a pain. Well, we got it. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Whew. Woo, Alex is way down there. Yeah, probably is. Pretty chilled for sure. Ugh. Well, Alex decided to go way down there. Way down there. We're gonna go fish right here below him. Fish right down here below him. Try that out. See how that works. Let's see here. Let's throw something out there. Oops. I figured that was gonna happen. All right. Throw out there just a little ways to start us off. I want to throw way out there. Start in close, work ourselves further out there, and always got to try a different. Always got to try a different depth underneath your bobber too, you guys. Yeah, I like to travel once in a while for good water too. For sure. You don't always have to travel for good water, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. This is where I missed that steelhead on Tuesday or Wednesday or one of those days. just wasn't. Yeah, that day when I lost that fish, I was so disappointed in myself. It was my fault. So. Here comes Alex and Bella. Alex and Bella. You refuse to throw anything in on Cow Dung Lake, huh? What do they call it? Cow Dung Lake. Is there a lot of cows using the restroom in there? Any bumps? No bumps? What's that? You know, that's a bad attitude. I said that's a bad attitude. Gonna quit fishing today because you're not catching no fish. That's a bad attitude. You gotta fish to catch fish. You think about changing colors of plug? Maybe a different color plug would get you a bit. You guys, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it. It's been a nice, beautiful day of fishing. Caught one fish and nothing else but a good time. But hey, you know, fun, fun, fun. We're going to go ahead and get ready to get off this live stream. I mean, I hate to get off of a live stream, but you know, realistically, I don't have much more time to fish, and I want to visit with Alex and stuff like that. So, thinking I might get off this live stream and visit with Alex for a little bit, and if I do hook a fish or something, I'll let you guys know one way or another. If I do decide to get off this live stream, and I'm going to eventually, but I just don't know how much longer it's going to be. So thanks for joining us, Eddie Gross. How's it going? Thanks for joining us today, Eddie. Last drift, and then we're going to get off here, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're going to get off here after this one, and we're going to visit with Alex and Bella and fish a little more, and then I'm going to get ready to go to work because I got to go to work. So, yeah. Appreciate you guys joining us. For those of you who saw the fish we caught, thanks for joining us when we caught that fish. Bella and Alex had just pulled up when I hooked that fish, you guys. So But anywho, you guys, you know what we're gonna say here. After I get this thing reeled in, we're gonna. All right, you guys. You know what time it is. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Remember to catch, kiss, and release a fish once in a while. It ensures a future fishery for all. This is G-Man, Alex, and Buzz up there hiding from you guys. Till next time, this is G-Man Fishing. We'll be doing another live stream eventually for Steelhead, and we'll get one on live stream. Don't worry. Till next time, this is G-Man Fishing, and we are out.